Ladies and gentlemen, Concord is finally trending. With 18,600 posts in the last 33 minutes, the game has gone viral, and it's because it's ending. For the past week, we've all been saying, Concord is dead on arrival, Concord will die. I made 2 videos on this, but now it's actually officially dead. Just 1 week of being on the market, and Sony has decided to remove Concord from sales and will take the servers offline. It will also refund everyone who purchased the game. This move was obviously one of 2 options, which were either this, delete the game entirely and shut it down, or 2, go free to play and attempt to make some more money from microtransactions, but that proved to just be too difficult because the game didn't have the infrastructure and the content and any kind of in-game store, etc. set up for microtransactions in the first place. Reports came in the day that the game only sold 25,000 units and had very low player numbers. Yesterday, the game had less than 100 players online for the majority of the day. The game director, Ryan Ellis, had this to say: Concord fans, we've been listening closely to your feedback since the launch of Concord on PlayStation 5 and PC, and we want to thank everyone who has joined the journey aboard the North Star. Your support and passionate community that has grown around the game has meant the world to us. Not much of a community grew around the game, to be honest. He says, while many of the qualities of the experience resonated with the players, I think that's not true also. I think many of the qualities of the game did the opposite and caused people to not purchase the game, and is the core reason why the game failed. And then he says, we also recognise that other aspects of the game and our initial launch didn't land the way we intended. So maybe that's alluding to things such as character design, and maybe even the fact that the game doesn't offer anything new. It just offers everything that any other free-to-play alternative does. Like, once again, it begs the question, who was this game for? Did they really think that this would top the charts? Anyway, the post then goes on to say, therefore at this time we've decided to take the game offline beginning September 6th and explore options, including those that will better reach our players. This whole post doesn't read like a explore options and re-release the game in any way. It just reads as though this will be a tax write-off and the game will shut down. While we determine the best path ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately, and we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased the game for PS5 or PC. If you purchase the game through the PlayStation 5 from PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued back to your original payment method. Customers who purchase from other digital storefronts will also be refunded. For more information about refunds from Steam and Epic, it can be found below. And then it just goes on to list that the Steam Store, Epic Store, and other retailers, detail how you can get your refund over the coming days. And then at the end of the post it says, once refunded you'll no longer have access, and we'll keep you updated, and thank you again to all the free gunners who have joined us in the Concord Galaxy for the week that it existed. Now, it's kind of alluded to in this post that Sony and Firewalk may be revamping the game and plan to bring it back in a different way. Possibly they'll bring it back as a free-to-play title, which is what obviously basically everyone expected it to be at launch to find an audience, considering, like I said, it did nothing different to any other free-to-play alternative on the market. But obviously I think a lot of people still are under the belief that if it does release as a free-to-play title, it still won't make up nearly a fraction of the amount of money that the game costs to produce. And who would be buying skins for characters and things like that of this game when they don't like the design of the characters? And that's a major point of discussion anyway. I think the only way they could do this is just cater to the masses, and if they bring back the game but redesign all of the characters, introduce new game modes and maps, and of course go free to play, but I just don't see them doing that. I don't see them admitting that they were wrong and they missed the mark, and then doing a 180 and providing what people essentially want. I just don't know. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if they did, and they just came back and the game actually did quite well when they listened to people, and it was proven, hey, gamers do know what they want. But I don't think that will happen. So I think it's dead. I think they'll just do the refunds. The fact they're even giving out refunds and things and shutting it down, you know, they could easily revamp the game without shutting it down. I don't think it's coming back at all. So that's it. I thought my last Concord video would be the final one, but I think this is going to be the final one now, unless it does make a comeback. So yeah. Thanks for the people who have tuned in to the Concord videos over the past week or so. I think in total, the 2 videos I made combined have about 20,000 views, which is nice. And yeah, that's it. With that said, you should now wishlist a game that will not shut down a week after launch, and that is my game, Cross Planet. Shameless plug. Haven't done one of these for a while, but we're going to be releasing a demo for our game in the coming weeks. So yeah. Feel free to wishlist Cross Planet on Steam. It's a third-person arena shooter game. This will be completely free with no microtransactions. It's just a passion project. It might not get the best, downloads ever, might not get the best numbers ever, but it's a game that we've worked on in our spare time for the past 4 years. Has multiple characters, weapons. We have like 15 game modes and 14 maps, so a lot more than Concord does. And yeah, there'll be no purchasing required for absolutely anything. No microtransactions. There's no store in the game. It's all just earned through playing and progression. That's it. Back how games used to be, except the actual game is free as well. So, yeah. All right. We're currently closing in on 4,000 wishlists too, so it'd be nice to hit that before the launch of the demo. So, yeah. All right. See you. Goodbye.